is I think knowing yourself, self-awareness is super important because a lot of times I think the spinning the block, which is why I have a problem with it, comes from like settling. Like, I don't really want to start all over again. I don't want to have to meet somebody again. I don't want to have sex with another person. So let me just slip back into what I call like your settling season where everybody else around you looks like they're getting into relationships. Everybody else having babies, getting married. So I'm going to just take whoever I can get. I'm going to just go back to my DMs. I'm going to just slide back through my Rolodex and see who was the last person that sent me a good morning big head message. And I'm going to respond. And I think a lot of times we find ourselves in situations that are undeserving of us because we just got desperate. Like, we just got tired of being tired. And so I want to know from you, where were you relationally? Like, had you been single for a while before 30? Had you been in a relationship? Like, where were you when you decided, okay, this is about to be my bae. Like, I want to see him at this party. Like, where were you?
Oh, it was back to back.
Okay. That means I keep somebody.
It was back to back.
Okay.
It was a back to back. Okay. And even when I say that, the gentleman that I was seeing before was long distance. So it wasn't sexually back to back, but it was still emotionally tied back to back.
So there was always someone in position.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yep. And that can be a trauma response. We could talk another episode about that and why, but I'm just answering the question at hand. So I was seeing someone and he either was unwilling or unable to commit in the way that I desire. So he was willing to say, Allison is my girlfriend, but that's just scratches the surface. Like, if somebody's not willing to say those very simple words, then we can't even.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here, right? But I was looking for more. Like, all right, we're pushing 30. We don't have a savings account together. You don't want to open one with me. You don't want to buy a house. You don't want to get engaged.
Are these real conversations or thoughts in your head?
Oh, no, real.
Real
conversations.
Put it out there for the people, because a lot of people, those are thoughts in your head, but you are not actually saying that.
Oh, no. I was proactively asking, when are we after year 2? And I don't think that that's an unreasonable conversation.
Absolutely not.
You're 28 years old. We can both agree to put some money in a savings account. I'm not saying that we're going to combine our finances.
You're not saying this is a wedding fund.
Right. You know, are we going to save towards something? Are we going to purchase a home? Like, I'm renting here. He wasn't renting there, but he was living in another country, right? So you're doing whatever you're doing in your country. Like, come on, son. Like, we got to do something. So a house, engagement, marriage, children. As we all know that there is a biological clock. Now, we can extend that clock a lot more than what society is telling us, but there is a limitation. And on their sperm, too. Don't get it twisted. There needs to be more convo about that. But nonetheless, time is of the essence. I am a person who is action-oriented. I'm a person who executes. When I desire something, I'm going to create a plan and I'm going to get it done. The plan is I want to have a 2-parent household in the institution of marriage, raising beautiful, amazing children who are going to impact society. And you ain't trying to do none of the foundational work in order to get there other than I'm cute, you cute, we should be cute together. And so this ain't going to work. And that's why I had to wrap it up.
At what point did you become a dating and relationship coach?
So I started the coursework because I have a master's degree in counseling. But
Respect on her name.
All right. But I started the coursework to become a certified coach 2020. So
you're already married?
Yeah, I was engaged.
Got you.
It was May of 2020 and I was getting married August of 2020. So I was engaged.
What was your motivation? What said to you? Because you had already pretty much sealed the deal at this point. You're already engaged. You are already on the path that you want to be on. What in your mind said, okay, now I need to help other people get on this path too?
Right. So with my background in education, because my bachelor's degree is in education, I have already seen, relatively speaking, what it looks like for children who are coming from a single household versus children who are coming from a 2-parent household where they're married and happy. Because in the Caribbean community, plenty of people have both parents living under the same roof, but they don't even sleep on the same floor. So it's not only just 2-parent household who are married and happy. And I see their behavior, I see their academic performance, and I can relatively see their overall outcome, right? I'm not psychic, but I can see it. And I know that there are more positive outcomes for children who come from 2-parent households of folks who are married and happy. And so if I'm thinking about, I want to have an impact on the community as an educator, as a teacher, you want to have an impact on the future, on society, on the community. If you care about Black folks, on the Black community, right? And so if I want to have that biggest outcome, then I need to start imparting something on these kids. So the work that I do, I work with women, but really the long game here is to have a positive impact on my community, which means that we need to be producing more impactful children who are going to serve our society in the long haul. This is backwards planning. So if I want this end result, then what I need to do is fix these families up. I need to be helping to create families. I need to be fixing these households up so that we can have the long game. Make sense?
Absolutely. And I love that you brought it all together and made it make sense, because there are so many conversations online that are divisive conversations that are, I just have this opinion. Let me pick up a microphone and start this podcast and put it out there. But it's not solution-based. And that is my problem. It's like we can talk about it all day long, but when are we going to start talking about the solutions? Instead of beating women over the head, telling them all of the laundry list of things you're doing wrong, okay, but what can we start doing right? Like let's start having some solution-based conversations. So one of the things that you mentioned that I think is key with the successful woman, which is the woman that we're talking to, right? Because the type of woman that even listens to a personal development podcast like this is a woman that's investing in herself. It's a woman who knows that she wants better. If you're listening to Girl Stop Playing, it's because you trying to stop playing. Like, that's what you're here for. So y'all are the type of women who take fast action, just like you just said. Like, I'm an action-oriented woman. If I want something, I know what I want, and I'm going to figure out what I need to do to get it, whether that's hiring a coach, taking a class. The women who I know that are tuned in, you, that are single as hell, but you don't want to be. You're successful in every other area of your life. You can get it together. You can hire a coach. You can do all the things. Based on your experience with the women that you're working with, what is the disconnect between this high-achieving woman who's got it together and she can take action and she can hire a coach, she can invest in herself, but she's single as shit? What is the problem?
Fear. They're afraid to fail. So women like you and I, action-oriented women, we were also action-oriented girls. We did well in school without much effort. We were the social butterflies. We were popular. We did well in college without even having to study. We knew exactly what career we wanted, and we pursued that. And when we decided that education wasn't it, we instituted
Pivoted
something
from
new.
there too.
Right?
Facts.
We instituted that, and then now that's blowing up everywhere, right? And so we've always been easily successful. It's always been a breeze. Like, we work hard, but
it comes easy.
It still comes easy. We still win. We continuously win. And when we lose, we then realize that was a loss for a bigger win. So now I'm doing something that's a little risky. Now this isn't only all about me and how much fortitude I have and how much effort I put in. It also, in part, depends on the pool and me learning how to navigate said pool. And that's not necessarily easy in 2023, 2024. And so the fear of failure is what then stops the practical stuff, which is, I want to be in a relationship, but I don't want to go outside, right? And that sounds so ridiculous, and that's normally my quick answer, right? You got to go outside. But why aren't they going? Because they're afraid that they're not going to meet the right people, because they're afraid that they're not going to say the right things, because they're afraid that they're not going to be approached, because they're afraid that they're not going to be desirable enough, right? I know I got to meet somebody, but I got to go into dating apps. But they're afraid to choose the wrong app and then choose the wrong guy, and then he takes advantage of her and takes all the stuff that she works so hard for. So the root of it all is fear.